Among them, this man. He strikes a pro-Palestine protester with a long white pole and is part of a mob that pummels the man as he falls to the ground. Stop. He's seen in multiple videos wearing this white mask, striking the barriers, throwing objects into the encampment. Without his mask, we see who he is. 18-year-old Edan On of Beverly Hills, a senior at a local high school.
Come inside to the kitchen. How do I get inside?
I spoke with his mother.
Hi there. Are you Sharon? Hi.
How are you?
Hi. Let me introduce us.
She did not want to be on camera, but quickly identified her son from this picture at UCLA that night. She described in detail how her son found the mask and pole on the ground and said he was defending himself in this fight. On her Facebook page, Edan On's mother posted and circled a screen grab of her son from a local TV station. She wrote in Hebrew, Edan went to bully the Palestinian students in the tents at UCLA. Edan's mother and father proudly support Israel and defended their son's actions at UCLA, saying he is heading to Israel to join the IDF. After our interview, she texted to say Edan denies being at UCLA.
So Tuesday night was very scary. I was actually going to the restroom outside of the encampment when the violence really began to escalate, and I heard from the encampment everybody screaming, "They got in! Help! Help! Help!" And keep in mind, these are things that we hear constantly, that we had been hearing constantly since we basically set up the encampment, because agitators, counter-protesters had been trying to breach the encampment since day one. And, you know, our protocol is just try and refrain from engaging, just secure our barriers, make sure that everybody remains safe and calm. But when they were screaming for help, that's when my friends and I ran back into the encampment. And suddenly I see so many people on the front line dropping to their hands and knees, putting their hands over their eyes and screaming in pain. And that's when I realized that they were pepper spraying us. So it was these mobs of violent people supporting Israel's genocide who had escalated their harassment to full-blown violence, violent attacks on us. And they pepper sprayed us, bear maced us. They threw bricks, metal pipes, took the wood off of the barricade and tossed it back over. And then they started chucking fireworks at us. You know, as you could see in this footage, right. I actually watched these fireworks come over the encampment and explode. And it was quite terrifying. There were multiple burn victims. Over 100 people were pepper sprayed or maced. 25 people were hospitalized. And the violence went on for several hours as people screamed for help from the campus security, who stood idly on the sidelines and just watched. They completely ignored everybody as they screamed for, and the police had, you know, unfortunately protesters within the encampment had to resort to calling 911 because we needed paramedics, and they didn't come.
The University of California, Los Angeles made a change in police leadership weeks after campus protests turned violent. UCLA Police Chief John Thomas has been reassigned, according to a statement released by the university. The university did not say if the move is permanent. On April 30th, law enforcement stood by for hours as counter-protesters attacked a pro-Palestinian encampment. A criminal investigation into the incident is underway now.